You're going to see your friend Scott.
Hey, we are back, everybody. Scott's here. Vanelli's here, sitting in for Kuna. Where's Kuna? Ready?
And
Kuna.
Here.
Kuna is on a secret project.
Secret mission.
Oh, yeah. He's on a secret mission. Oh, there's River the dog. River.
River, you got to look that way. Camera's over here.
River wants to look at you and love you.
Yeah, she's like, I don't get this.
She's a love dog. I love River.
You guys are killing me. I'm watching you,
River, look this way.
him, and Skip Coleman just falling in love.
Yeah,
with
River's a very handsome dog, but River's kind of big. If you're going to pick River up,
she's a babe.
there you go.
There she goes.
Oh, River. That's a sweet doggo right there, buddy.
That's a good doggo.
That is a sweet doggo.
He's a good doggo.
All right, we got some comments. We got some comments here.
All right.
LD Grace, which I believe is the famous Larry Grace, says, great discussion today. Great job, guys. Greg Beyer says, I am laughing at this conversation. Keep it up.
Yeah,
Jody says, I'm learning so much. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Jody. Very kind.
I love it.
And,
you know, the thing is.
Yeah, you have a story. You said you have a story.
I have a story. You know, the book isn't just about your mindset. I just want to let you know that there's a lot of strategies and tools that you can use to get your creativity out. But we're kind of on the subject of your mindset. One of the people I interviewed was a good friend of mine, Chris McCaskill, who is the co-founder of Smug Mug, which, by the way, is
Smug Mug is great.
It's awesome, right? Now, Chris, here's the thing. Chris told me this story once. I was doing a workshop with him, and I almost couldn't believe it, so I had to interview him. He grew up homeless on the streets of Oakland, California.
Wow.
Rough. Homeless, living under a bridge as a kid. He was rescued, ended up going to high school, and he said every day, listen to the rest of his career. He ended up getting an MBA at Stanford, working for Steve Jobs, and became a serial entrepreneur. This is a kid that was homeless living under a bridge. And what he said was, because of that, where he came from, everything, every day he appreciated. You know, kids in his high school class would just do their normal thing, like going out and getting an ice cream. He said that was like a major experience. Getting on a bus and going on a ski trip, everything became a point of gratitude. And that's a mindset.
It is. It's a wonderful mindset. A life lived with gratitude is you know, it's I think it's the key to happiness.
Isn't it?
If you're happy with what you've got. Now, you know, Mark was mentioning shopping earlier, right? Do you know why he doesn't like to go shopping?
People recognize him?
No, well, yeah, people recognize him as a blues man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. I just get inundated.
When he decides he wants to go shopping, right? All right, first off, he has to call his butler, bring the cars around. Then he has a fleet of Rolls Royces, and it's like a whole thing. The police have to stop the traffic lights.
I've got to wear sunglasses and a disguise.
He should do an audiobook, shouldn't he?
You should do an audio. Have you ever done an audio book?
His voice is so.
I have audio. This is an audio book.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
It's not my narration, but it is an
Oh, no, it should be your narration.
No, you have the voice for it.
You've got the voice for it.
Well, I'm flattered.
You got the dog for it.
Yeah.
I mean, she can be in the background.
You got that dog.
Giving her like comments.
She's got the dog. All right.
She's a talker. Anyway, that's your mindset, but you got to have the tools. And I give you those tools, and that's really important. There are tools to creativity. Creativity isn't just something, you have or you don't have. It's like Photoshop, right? You can say, I don't know how to use Photoshop. Well, did you study anything on it? Well, not really.
You weren't born knowing it. Yeah, you
didn't wake up.
It's a skill.
Scott Kelby knows how to do it instinctively, right? I mean,
no, I had to learn it. I remember sitting in front of it for the first time thinking, I will never learn this. This is very complex.
No kidding. Well, you know who I learned Photoshop from?
Who?
Scott Kelby.
Yeah. Oh, I love that guy.
I mean, he's amazing. The guy's so freaking generous with his knowledge.
To him all day long.
I agree.
Love that guy.
If it isn't Scott, you should be listening to Marc Silber. And if it's not one of those two, you go to Vanilli.
You go to Vanelli. Yeah, that's where you get your picks from.
And then
you were like this, and now I'm over here again.
Yeah, no, you're back. You're
I'm
in the
back
mix.
over here
You're
now.
in the
Okay,
mix. You're there. All right. So, hey, I just want to say a couple things. First off, Mark, where can people find this book?
Well,
Create.
It's super easy because that link that you got there has the link to Amazon right in it.
Oh, nice.
So you're going to get your free book, but then you go, boom, it'll take you right to Amazon. That's the wrong edition, by the way.
Oh, that's the old edition.
That's the old one. We want the 2022 version.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? The guys in our control room, they drink a lot.
It's the drinking. When they start at 10
I go
a.m.
by there and there's like bottles and stuff on the desk and the controller. They're hammered most of the time.
24 over.
So but give them a few minutes to sober up and maybe we can get the 2022 up there. All right. But you could go to Amazon. You can search for the book Create. You can search for Marc Silber. Either one of those. You can search for River the dog and it will also lead you there.
She has her own Instagram, by the way.
Does she?
Yes. Miss River Pup.
Oh, Miss River Pup. That's so sweet.
She works on it a lot. She's a pretty dedicated Instagram user.
Oh.
But she handles that, the stuff that we talk about with dogs, it's really easy. They just bite you. So imagine if somebody gave you some BS and you could just turn around and growl and bite them.
Well, Vanelli does that.
Yeah. See, that makes life a lot easier. It's really cut and dried.
You ever see the size of Vanelli's hands? They're they're giant. They're just like, if they hit you, it covers your whole head. It's like one hit and you're boom. It's awful. It's very, very awful. In fact, you and I met at a martial arts convention, didn't we?
Yeah, well, actually.
See, 2022. Now you're on the right
Adobe.
That's it right there. 2022.
All right. That's the right version.
That's the right version.
Make sure you get the 2022 version.
That's right.
And it's a wonderful book. I have a copy myself. I have a signed copy, by the way.
I know.
With a paw print on it as well. Oh. And look, it arrives before Christmas. Actually, you can have it like by Friday. So
hey, by the way, this is a great gift. Because we all know people who need to up their game as creatives, right?
Oh, yeah. And it looks more expensive. The book looks very expensive.
It is an expensive book. Yeah. I actually worked closely with my publisher to bring the price down. It was originally, it actually retails at $29.
Whoa, that's a good deal then.
So you're getting it at a discount, guys. I mean, I really worked on this thing because I didn't want to charge you $28.
Well, you know why? Because he doesn't need the money. For goodness sakes, he lives in Carmel. He goes shopping in a fleet of Rolls Royces. He does not need the money. And he can't say anything. Look, he's not arguing. He's not like, no, I do. I need the money. He's just like silent.
Well, I got to give it to my butlers. They need a little bonus, and
they do. Hey, what are those over your shoulder? What are those Emmys?
Those are Telly Awards.
Telly Awards. Well, yeah. How nice.
And there's my YouTube thing.
And there's a YouTube award.
And there's my Leica M2. See, I keep my old cameras. I'm never going to sell those. But that's not what you're talking about. You're talking about that DSLR that doesn't have any cool factor left. I mean, that Leica will always be cool, right?
Yeah, Leicas have their own special magic thing. I don't know what it is. All right.
Please subscribe and enable the bell so you don't miss any of our new shows. Like the video and please share it and leave your comments. I love hearing from you. And remember to get out and capture your own images of life.